What if the icy giants of the Ice Age held secrets we've only just begun to uncover? A recent breakthrough in Mexico has flipped the script on everything we thought we knew about mammoth evolution. And it's raising more questions than answers. Imagine this. Scientists have just extracted ancient DNA from a species that once roamed the Americas, but the results defy expectations. The twist? These weren't just any mammoths. They were Columbian mammoths, the towering giants of the tropics, and their genetic code tells a story no one saw coming. But here's where it gets controversial. The DNA from Mexico's mammoths is radically different from their northern relatives. Could this be a clue to a hidden chapter in evolutionary history? Let's dive in. For the first time in a warm tropical region, researchers have sequenced ancient DNA from the Columbian mammoth, Mammothus columbi, a species that dominated North and Central America. These creatures, standing about 4 meters tall, roughly 13 feet, dwarfed their woolly cousins, Mammothus primigenius, with whom they coexisted and even interbred. Fossils of Columbian mammoths have been found as far north as Canada and as far south as Central America. Yet their evolutionary journey remains a puzzle. Now, a groundbreaking study published in Science is shedding light on this mystery, and it's rewriting the textbooks. The story begins with an unlikely discovery. Construction of Mexico's Felipe Angeles International Airport in 2019 unearthed a treasure trove of Pleistocene-era fossils. Among them, over 100 Columbian mammoths. Paleogenomicist Federico Sanchez Quinto of Mexico's National Autonomous University, UNAM, was so intrigued by the sheer volume of remains that he joined the excavation. DNA is like ice cream, he explained to Live Science. It melts faster in the heat. Yet, despite the tropical climate's notorious DNA-degrading effects, the team managed to sequence 61 mitochondrial genomes from 83 mammoth molars, dating back 11,000 to 16,000 years. This feat alone challenges long-held assumptions about the feasibility of DNA preservation in warm regions. What did the DNA reveal? A genetic split. Mexican Columbian mammoths are not just physically distinct from their northern counterparts, they're genetically unique, too. While previous studies suggested these mammoths descended from a hybrid of steppe mammoths and woolly mammoths that crossed Beringia, the ancient land bridge to North America, the Mexican specimens show an earlier divergence. Think of the common ancestor of these mammoths as a great-great-great-grandmother, explained study co-author Eduardo Arrieta Donato. She was already a hybrid, and her descendants became genetically isolated as they migrated south. This isolation, the researchers argue, explains the genetic differences. But here's the kicker. Similar genetic anomalies have been found in other Pleistocene species in Mexico, like black bears and mastodons. If one species shows this pattern, it's intriguing. 3 species? That's a full-blown evolutionary enigma. The implications are staggering, as evolutionary geneticist Love Dallin, unaffiliated with the study, noted. This is a mammoth feat to get DNA from tropical late Pleistocene samples. Yet the research raises thorny questions. Why did these southern populations diverge so dramatically? Could the tropics have acted as an evolutionary incubator, fostering unique adaptations? And if so, what does that mean for our understanding of biodiversity in ancient ecosystems? The study also sparks a debate about science and funding. While the team's success proves that labs in the global south can lead cutting-edge DNA research, Sanchez Quinto admits, sometimes what we're missing is the money. This raises a provocative question. Should funding priorities shift to support local scientists in regions where ancient DNA is often overlooked? After all, the tropics might hold answers we've only just begun to imagine. So, what's next? The researchers are calling for more DNA samples from across the tropics to unravel the full story. As Sanchez Quinto put it, Mexico isn't just a stop on the evolutionary map. It's a hotspot of genetic variation we've barely scratched. But here's a final thought to ponder. If these mammoths evolved in such unexpected ways, what other secrets might the tropics be hiding in their ancient fossils? Share